Hey beautiful ones, how are you? It's been a minute since I've posted. I really wanted to just reflect and send a little message out really, and just my reflection from my perspective. So I've definitely been going through my own transitions. Even in the last few days I feel like there's these real transmissions happening on earth, and people are truly like they're just digging through all the stuff they've ever experienced to bring it up and for us all to ascend. So I do believe in that, and I think this is even people examining their own ideas and concepts of what they perceive reality as and what they perceive the earth as and their whole existence. People are questioning everything, and rightly so. One thing I don't want to come across as being like nasty or bitchy in any way, but I'm so aware, whether this is my lesson or a collective lesson, I'm so aware of this kind of false spirituality thing that's going on, and people like even though they're kind of transmuting from the materialized world of you know like things are becoming so much more holistic, and it's about us all realizing that we have to be part of the kind of solution to better us all, a co-creation of overcoming the materialistic austerity that's happening in our cities, and the economical crisis. We're all waking up to realizing everywhere is our home, the earth is our home, yet it's been taxed, it's been industrialized, it's been built upon, and some of it is obviously as a haven for us to live in peace and freedom. There's been many people who've left that mark, but then there's also a side of it which is for a complete greedy agenda and to only to keep a select few in power. Like, that's an age-old thing. But the false spirituality thing, it's like everybody's finding their own way and their own purpose, and I've really had to raise my eyebrows when I've seen certain people post some things, and I'm like, really? Only because it just feels like there's still so much bullshit being fed to people, and we're still feeding it, and we're still following it because of the loss. Like, we don't want to address our own stuff. Like, we need to really look at ourselves and address our own stuff. Like, we can't look at the next man and say that's oh, he's living better than me, he's got it better than me, or whatever. We need to address our own shit, and no matter what happens, like, that is just our journey. That is a necessity, whether we do it now, whether we do it in 80 years time when we're on our deathbed. We have to address it. We have to look at that, and no amount of distraction is going to stop us from having to go through that bridge and cross that bridge. So that's one thing. But this false spirituality thing is like people using it as a cover-up, to cover up maybe the things that they've done wrong, or the belief systems, or the kind of behaviours that they partake in. And listen, no one's perfect. We've all made mistakes in our lives, and that's the beauty of life, is learning that, like, we can still love ourselves, we can still love each other, and know that we've done like things that are not for the betterment of everyone, and maybe we were being greedy, and maybe we were being selfish in those actions. So it's like a big thing for us to realise, sorry if it's a bit windy here, it's a big thing for us to realise that no matter what, we're all here to grow and evolve, and to be of service to each other, and be of service to like the whole planet. But I find it interesting that there's still all these things popping up for people, these kind of like societies, and these a lot on social media, all these little meme posts, and it's all supposed to direct someone in their lives and help them, but actually it's not a one size fits all. We're fluid beings, we're expansive, evolving energy. Like, how come one little snapshot be right for everyone. So like when you're scrolling on social media and you're following all these like spiritual accounts, there's going to be a post and everyone's going to be liking it and we're all going to be like, yay, like, yeah, I've been through that too. But it's actually like, that doesn't fit for everyone. We're all at different points, we're all going through different things. And the most important thing I think we need to focus on is realizing that we're all individuals and we all have our own intuition, we all have our own journeys, and you know, wherever we are on the pathway is right for where we're meant to be. So there's still a level of criticism and judgment happening, which is supposed to not be going on, like when you're evolved and enlightened and you're going to yoga and you're doing retreats, and it's like there's still some judgy motherfuckers out there, like, real talk. And it's just like, come on, live your truth, live in your foresight and intuition, and go within to go beyond. Go within, like, you have to go within yourself. It's, you know, we can procrastinate and take all this time out focusing, oh, this person did that wrong, they did that, they're not spiritual, they're not enlightened, they should have done this. And as I'm saying this is a message for myself too. The point is being free and living in freedom is really about the intuition and the kind of integrity and values that we live with. I've had to take so many sacrifices in my life, like financially, but it's because of the integrity that I have, because I'm here to co-create with the earth. And sometimes I do feel a little bit unsure in that purpose, as if like, oh, I should have done that. But the point is, it wasn't in line with my soul creation, my soul journey. And this creation and co-creation with the earth, and, you know, having integrity to bring in a co-created betterment for everyone, it does take some sacrifice, but some people aren't willing to make those sacrifices. But actually, if you don't, you're giving your power away to something that isn't for everyone. It's for a set, you know, and we have to realize the lineage of what we're feeding here. This was happening before we even incarnated onto this planet. We're having to go through like centuries and centuries of systems and non-integrity, and we're here as alchemists to actually evolve that and to transmute it and transform it. And that's why it's so difficult. It feels difficult. Some people will find it too much. But I'm telling you, if you are holding your integrity and you're fighting for what's right and what you believe in, and you're for the betterment of everyone and you're for the betterment of the planet and everyone co-creating together, trust me, it's going to be felt. The energy is going to be felt throughout the world. So we really have to just like trust in our path. So this intuition, and it's not a one size fits all job, it's your intuition. Is your intuition. So what somebody else would be like, no, that's not right. You have to listen to yourself and listen to what's right for you. And there will be so many people who maybe won't get it because they're just not at the same point as you. And that's for you to align yourself. That's for you to just, sometimes it takes that like lonely pathway. It feels a bit lonely, but trust me, spirit is here to guide you. You are already home because you're on the earth. And no matter how many paving slabs you see in front of you, there is a river, there's a lake for you to cleanse and find solace and, you know, the magic and majesty of your soul journey and the integrity. Do you know how powerful integrity is in this day and age, when so many people are doing things that are just for a financial purpose? It's not actually for the betterment of the planet. It's not to preserve. It's not healthy. It's not for the true human beings. Like, there's so many robots going on. We're feeding these machines. We're becoming machines. I'm talking to you on a machine now, but I'm using it to help us to come back to the core and the center and the spirit, whereas some people are using it just for another machine agenda. Look at your intentions and your integrity and why you're doing what you're doing this day, and make those changes if you feel that they're not in alignment with the co-created consciousness that we all need to be here to prosper for our children, for the years to come, and to keep the natural state of our world and the many worlds and universes that we're all connected to bring the fruition, the natural, the nature. That was my little rant, and I really hope somebody got something from that. So thank you for all watching. Sending you love, peace and blessings. Remember, we're the ones that rise above. One love.